DJ Envy. Now, shout out to Real Estate Heat TV. They got the hottest new real estate channel. Shout out to my man, real estate coach Anthony Legins and Coach Armin Wright. They bring the heat with the latest strategies and techniques to take you to the next level. So make sure you subscribe now, right? Salute.
Hey, welcome to another episode of How to Buy the Hood. I'm your host, Coach Anthony Legins, and I am so excited tonight to have the one and only Miss Asia Denson, owner of the Denson Construction Services LLC, construction with a woman's touch. We got to say what up, though, to our Detroit people.
What up, though?
Hey, you know, let me introduce this wonderful young woman here. Miss Asia Denson has been in the Detroit construction environment since 2007, operating as an independent, capable, and conscientious adult. Asia Denson's, I think, 14 years now, right? Years of construction experience encompasses various aspects ranging from full-scale residential and commercial renovations, construction, project management, concrete testing, and engineering services. As the owner of Denson Construction Services, LLC, DCS, she works with contractors to manage, renovate, inspect, and test various construction sites. Ms. Denson has overseen a variety of quality control inspection activities that are designed to ensure that highways, bridges, and allied transportation facilities conform to the plans and specifications contained in contractual construction agreements. Woo! Man, that is so impressive, Ms. Denson. Go on and shout yourself out there. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
All right, what up, though, everybody? I am Asia Denson, born and raised in Detroit. I actually grew up in the North End, so Westminster and Oakland, for those who don't know. To show you I'm a true Detroiter, I went to Loving Elementary, I went to Pelham, Magnet Middle School. In high school, I went to Cass for like a hot minute. Then I got my life together. Then I transferred and went to King. And I went to Jackson State University, the best school in the world, HBCU life. I was in the marching band there, high school. Well, actually, I was in the band from middle school all through college.
Oh, wow. What instrument did you play?
I played bass drum in middle school, tenor drum from high school to college, through college.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what's up. You're a woman of multiple talents, many talents.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you know, I'm so excited to have you here. You know, I'm born and raised in Detroit too, so you know, it's so great to. Yeah, I went to Vital Middle School, elementary and middle school. Mm-hmm. I did go to Cass Tech for a minute also. Then I ended up moving to Flint. I was staying in Flint for a few years and graduated from Flint Central High School though. But you know, came back here to Detroit and, you know, got my construction company, Detroit Home Builders LLC, and my real estate brokerage is called Rent Buy Sell Real Estate LLC. So, but you know, this really is all about Miss Asia Denson tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as a woman in construction, you know, that's so impressive. We want to know, like, when did you buy your first investment property, Asia?
20s. Okay, I've been wholesaling for a couple of years, but the one I actually kept was in 2017. That was the first one I kept, but it ended up being a flip, and I sold it as a turnkey. So that was my very first one, but It didn't sell to 2018 because I was being too nice, had a real bad tenant, and had to put her out. Then got a great tenant, and then ended up selling it as a turnkey package in 2018.
Nice. So you did all the time up till then. You were doing just wholesaling and flipping, I'm assuming.
Well, no, I've been in construction. I'm a contractor first. Like I always tell people, because there is a difference between a contractor and an investor, and then I'm an investor second. So when I tell people that, it's like, okay, an investor, they only care about the numbers, they care about the bottom line. They need to hit their whatever their ROI is, right? I care about numbers, but I don't, because at the end of the day, my name is on the product, And if the job ain't right, I don't sleep at night, like honestly. And my whole team is like that too. So the project got to be right. I don't care about numbers for real. Like if I got to eat some costs, I got to eat it. At the end of the day, I need to put out a great product. It has to pass all the inspections and the work. I'm not a slumlord, so all the work got to be right.
That's awesome, Asia. That's awesome. We need more people like you. That's that woman's touch that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention to those details.
Like I'm particular about stuff like
that's true.
My grout, like the cabinets, the countertop, the grout, all that has to flow for me. Like it all got to match.
Nice. That's beautiful. I mean, that's definitely that construction for the woman's touch. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Like, with your first investment property, I know you just talked about it a little bit, but how did that experience go with you, like just from start to finish?
So it was a wholesale deal that came through my website. I have a website, we buy metrodetroitproperties.com. So all my leads come through there. Okay. So it was a family. They inherited the house that had been sitting vacant for 2 years after they rented it out, and they wanted like $22,000 for it. And I'm like, look, that ain't happening. One, I didn't have it, so that was out the door. And I was like, well, what's the absolute lowest you would take? So they went from 22 to 8,000. And I'm like, if they gonna take $8,000, they'll take this 5 hot in the hand real quick, cash money. And they took it. So like I had my homie Marcus Twyman, that's my dog. We do a lot of deals together. He's a broker as well. He ran title for me, and he said, Asia, everything's straight. It was just like a $200 water bill. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then the owner paid that. And so Marcus came to the house because he's a mobile notary with the deed, wrote everything up, deeded it over to me. They followed me to the bank, and I gave them their cashier check, and they went on about their business. Woo! One of the best ones.
I love that.
I just closed the deal like that today, but we did everything on email. So like I emailed him the deed. He overnighted it to me today. It's in my PO box, so I'll pick it up Monday. And once I verify everything straight, I'm gonna Zelle him the money.
Listen to this woman. She's brilliant. She's very brilliant. She's telling us right there how to buy the hood right there. That's what we talking about today. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, how many investment properties do you currently own?
Right now 3 with that one, but this one I'm a flip. And the other 2 are one is a flat and one is a duplex. But the flat, I think I'm gonna sell that one because it's a wood frame, and like for the ones I want to personally keep, I only want to keep brick. Right. So I was like, I'm probably gonna sell because I can get probably 84, and all I did was gut it because of where it's at. It's in Island View.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's gonna probably need about 200,000, but I can probably sell it for 80 right now, easy.
Hey, that's what's up.
It's a full gut. The full guts over here going for 100. So if I put it on the market at 95, I probably get 80.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially right now because people are looking right now. They hungry. Yeah, they hungry to buy properties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially up here, like 42
especially in areas like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like so, that's what's up, Asia. I like that. Like, what inspired you to focus your investments in Detroit, your neighborhood or current neighborhood?
Well, I'm a Detroiter, so I look at it like this: if out of state and out of the country people are buying Detroit, why we not? And we live here. Like that was my first thing. Like Detroit is a black ass city. Like Detroit is probably 80-90% black.
Right.
Right, roughly. But we not 80-90% owners.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the people who own houses in Detroit do not look like us. And it wasn't always like that. Like before, probably like maybe the 90s, mid 90s or whatever, Detroit was probably 60-65% home ownership, maybe even 70. Now it's like, I think they said 40-some% of Detroiters is renting. Right. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. We should be owning our neighborhoods, our houses in our neighborhoods where we live.
But I think the issue is really that it need to be more black owners, regardless if they from Detroit or not, because I hope we not gonna do our people like others gonna do our people. And in the same senses though, our people who are tenants need to respect the property and respect the owner as well. So it's like it go both ways. Like, because I've had a lot of contracts I've turned down when I first started. Like, them first 5-7 years was really, really hard for me because I'm not a sleazy contractor. So it was hard for people to appreciate quality and integrity early on when the houses were so cheap and they didn't care. They just like, I don't care, I'm a slumlord, whatever. And I'm like, I can't do what you asking me to do at that price because one, I know the person who living there looks like me. So I can't do that. So I lost a lot of work. It was a lot of broke days because of that. But if all I cared about was the money, then I would have been straight. But I'm not like that. Like, money don't move me. So I think that's make a difference as far as some contractors.
That is so beautiful, Asia. That is so beautiful. No doubt. We need people like you that are passionate. That's passion that you have for what you do. You know what I'm saying? And when you have passion for something that you do, it's not about the money. It's about the passion and love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta be able to sleep at night.
Huh?
I gotta be able to sleep at night.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you on that 100%. I'm like, tell us a little bit about some challenges that you face on an investment properties in the hood, because it's not all good all the time, right?
The only challenge, it's two things. One, the appraisal amount. So like, I had a property I wanted to buy on the other side of Island View I think it was Helen and Kercheval. So that's like the beginning of Island View, West Village, all that little pocket, right? They wanted $35,000 for it. All right, cool. The comps on this side of Kercheval and the Boulevard was 200-some thousand, and it did not appraise for what it would be after the repair over there. And the only reason that is because most of these appraiser people don't look like us, right? So they don't know Detroit. So they already are undervaluing the property, which makes it harder for coming in the gate. So if you low key, that house was worth $95,000 off rip in its current messed up shape. And by the time I rehabbed it should have been between $300,000 and $350,000 because that's what the comps are over here. And it's in the mile radius across the boulevard and everything. And it's like that's a part of the issue too. Like, we need more good people with integrity and that cares about stuff. Like, we need more Black brokers, Black property managers, Black mortgage people, Black credit people, we damn sure need more Black appraisers. Like, I can count how many Black appraisers I done seen. We need more inspectors. Like, I don't know why people don't want to get into the trade, so to speak. Like, I guess because it get dirty, but it's money out here. Like, they gonna always need appraisers. They gonna always need contractors. Always gonna need brokers.
All the time.
So that's the first problem I have. My second issue is probably our cousins.
Okay.
They in securing a property, like, you have to make sure you secure it right because they will move in and take what you work so hard to improve. So that's one thing. So that's probably my other issue.
Yes, ma'am. I tell people that all the time: secure your vacant properties.
Yeah.
And especially in Detroit. If you're not from Detroit, we highly recommend that you secure your vacant investment properties.
Yeah.
Like, and that's key.
You can do a basic board up depending on what you're doing. Like, okay, the house I'm closing on Balfour. It got a basic board up right now, and it can stay like that until I'm done demoing. But once them wires start running up and through there and that new duct work, it's gonna be some steel doors on that baby. There it is.
Yeah, I seen on your email signatures. What's that security company that you recommend?
Dogs, Door and Window Garrison. They actually out of Chicago. They ain't even a Detroit company. They came over here when the market crashed and just been killing it ever since.
Yeah, I see. They secure properties like a bank vault. Like, they come slapping on there, don't they? And it's worth that investment because I just did an episode. Actually, my last show, I was talking about an experience where I built a development company where I was buying and fixing and flipping the properties and doing property management and all of that. And we became, like wildly, successful with it. And then I just had like a series of orchestrated break-ins where they like just broke in 7 of my properties at like within 1 week time frame. They broke into 7 of my properties, 2 other additional investor properties that I was also managing, stole everything. I mean, everything. Kitchen, bathroom, furnace hot water tank, tore the wires out, took the PEX plumbing out. I mean, it was like,
and you know what? All they did was take that shit and go put it in their property. But you know what the problem with that is? The people who stealing the stuff is the people who buying the stolen stuff. If y'all stop buying the stolen shit,
right,
they ain't got nobody to sell it to. Like, I don't buy stolen stuff. People like, hey, I got this, I got that. Nope. If you don't cover the receipt, I don't want it. Because if something is wrong with this faulty equipment that you stole and probably didn't even steal the right way, I can't go take it back to Home Depot.
Right. You know, and that's some of that stuff is junk. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I mean, you know, especially if you're not a person that's proficient in that type of stuff to know how to test it and know if it works, you can just be throwing your money away. You know?
Yeah.
So go to somewhere reputable to get your home improvement products. You know what I'm saying?
I think I've only had maybe 3 or 4 break-ins in 10 years. So that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, man, that's like a gold medal.
Yeah, the first break-in was with a company I was rehabbing for, and they just had a security alarm on there, and they was like from Cali. I'm like, that security alarm don't mean to these Detroit people. He was like, well, the police don't come. And this was when the city was bad, like when we ain't had no street lights. I'm like, the police ain't coming, and if they do come, they ain't coming over on Dutchess and Maross. They not coming.
Oh no, they won't. They're not.
The cousin came there and took everything. They took the cabinets out we just put in. They took our tools, everything. So since then, my team don't leave nothing on the site. Even with dogs. Now with dogs on there, we leave stuff. But
there it is.
Now, like projects I do for people, if they don't put dogs on there, I'm not doing their rehab. Because you got to secure the property.
Yeah.
And then
I tell you know, she means dogs, dogs, doors, and windows, not like, you know, pit bulls.
Well, some people do put pits in their property too, though. 4 or 5 pits in there will be good protection too. Your house gonna smell like dog shit, but ain't nobody gonna come up in there.
Ain't nobody. Hey, they definitely gonna stay up out of there with that. You know, we talked about, you know, some of your solutions to the challenges that you're facing. So, like, what are your future investment goals, Asia?
I want to start building the property I own on Kirchville and Cadillac. I call it Big Red. It's a 2-unit on Cadillac and Kirchville, and then going down Kirchville, it sits on a lot. So like I want to build another 2-unit on there. So that's why I'm gonna sell my Parker property in Island View. I call that one Big Yellow because it's yellow. So I'm gonna sell that one so I can finish this one, pull the money out, and build on the land. That's
what's up.
So I was like, well, I don't want to sell that one, but me selling it is gonna help me elevate a little bit faster than if I go on and try to rehab it. So I mean, it ain't no emotions in properties, you know, and I tell a lot of my female clients, like, y'all got to take y'all emotions out of it, because if you don't, you're going to over rehab it, or you're going to miss a great opportunity to, you know, do something better.
Man, she is just dropping so much jewels for you tonight. I'm so happy to be on this episode with you and being able to hear this wisdom and knowledge that you were sharing about buying the hood, and especially, you know, with the woman perspective, because it's important that we all, men and women, you know, we all get involved and active in buying communities. And, you know, even if we could just buy one at a time, you know, that's how you get started. You know, you got to start where you're at. You can't start where you want to be. You know, you can envision your goal and work towards it, but, you know, you got to start where you're at. And a lot of people get discouraged because they want to, you know, catapult, I guess, you know, straight to the top of the game with it. But, you know, steps involved. And you just heard what Miss Denson just said about, you know, she's using that one property as a stepping stone to sell it to be able to go to another level of where she wants to get to. So, I mean, you know, you got to start with where you're at and just continue to build from there, you know. But what advice would you give, Asia, to new investors?
My advice would be, one, don't listen to these people who say like you got to quit your job, because that's not true. I know a lot of people who have jobs and they still invest and do stuff too. It's just a balance. So you don't have to.
Very
I
true.
unfortunately didn't work while I was investing because I got laid off, so I ain't had no damn choice. So, but for me, it was a blessing in disguise because I don't think I would have bust my ass as hard because when you broken your back against the wall, it ain't nowhere else to go but up. So that's how I look at it. And my thing is that I got this engineering degree, so if this don't work, I can always go back and work with this thing I look good.
Don't say that. Oh my God. Ooh, we get live with it tonight.
It wasn't that many black owned. It's not that many black owned engineering firms. So I was working with a lady, and she ended up and just closing and moving to North Carolina somewhere. So.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Man, that's just what you're doing, and just touch a little bit about I heard that you're doing some things. I got that Eventbrite about you doing like what's it called, the What Up Though Mondays or Fridays or something like that.
Oh yeah, so it's so we doing this on YouTube live every third Thursdays. It's called What Up Though Fridays because we from Detroit, of course. What Up Though, and Friday is like the kickback day in the city. So it's me, Marcus Twyman, Emma Elder. She owns Detroit Title, or is the co-owner in Detroit Title and Escrow. I don't know if you close your deals with them, but it's one of the two black-owned title firms. Yeah, it's one of the two black-owned title firms in the state. It's only two, her and Red Title Carpet, I think, or Carpet Title, something like that. So it's just us on there kicking it like how me and you talking. It's just like that. And we talking about all things Detroit, investing, of people ask their questions, and we just kicking it, chilling. So the one this upcoming Friday has Ponce Clay. He's a broker and a real estate attorney. So he'll be on there talking about evictions and squatter rights and stuff like that, because that's a big thing, especially in the wintertime. That's like when squatting is kind of like at an all-time high because it's cold. So.
Well, tell people what squatting is if they're not familiar, because it's really, a largely a Detroit phenomenon.
Okay. In layman's terms, squatting means you don't own the property and you literally just bust up in there, move in, get lights and gas and water turned on in your name. Some people will even make a fake lease or a fake deed, because there's a lot of deed fraud in Detroit. That's why I tell people you have to have a really good team here, because unfortunately there are more bad contractors than there are good. And I'm a contractor. I'm telling y'all the honest to God truth. That's basically what squatting is. So squatting laws have changed over the years because it was getting really bad, bad. And he's going to talk about like the new laws, like, because I think now you got to like call the police or something to get them out once you show them the deed. But then they could come to the door with a deed, and then the police will be like, now y'all got to fight down in court, or you got to legally evict them. So that's 60, 90 days right there. Hopefully during that time, they don't burn your damn house down. So I tell everybody, before you start the eviction process for a tenant or a squatter, if you don't have nothing else, you better have some damn fire protection. Because your house will be standing today and it will be ablaze tomorrow. I done seen it happen. And all I do is bust out laughing because you thought I was lying. Like, I'm from Detroit. Like, born and raised.
I'm trying to tell them too, Asia. Because they never have experienced it, and since Detroit is so unique to other cities, I'm assuming in the whole world, because of all the people that I've even dealt with personally from all over, Hong Kong, China, Japan, Israel, Brazil, Paris, Canada, plus all around the United States.
From Iceland or Greece or whatever, because I think I haven't personally.
One. No, I haven't personally dealt with anyone there yet, but hey, I'm open.
It's gonna happen because I got clients I got a group of clients. It's like an investment group from Israel. I met them some years ago. They found me on Instagram, flew over and met me and everything. I was
they
like,
come here, don't
over. They come.
Fly here.
They come like here. Israel down the street. Like they come.
Right. They will fly here. A gentleman, I loved him. He came all the way from Japan. He said it was a 23-hour flight. And I said, man, you came
long flight
all the way from Japan to Detroit just to come, kicking and see some properties. Like, man, you guys are serious.
But the ones who do that, I moved them to the front of the list because you serious. Because
all the way to the front.
Some money. You had to spend some serious money to get that flight. That's a first class ticket. I hope you ain't in coach on no 23-hour flight. So that's first class. You had to come here, get a rental car, get a hotel.
VIP. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
definitely VIP, you know, coming to pick you up, luxury vehicle, we touring the city, you know, all of that good stuff, you know, but you know, I am so happy, Asia. We're gonna go on and get ready to wrap it up. I think that, you know, you shared so much knowledge and wisdom and insight tonight, you know, from a experienced professional perspective, from a woman in construction perspective, from a person that's passionate about her neighborhood and what she does perspective also. So go on, and you know, if you got anything else you want to say before we wrap it up, go on and shout it out right now, Asia.
Okay. Oh, well, thanks again for having me on here first and foremost. So I do appreciate that, my fellow Detroiter. To everybody tuning in, Detroit is a great city to invest. You just got to know what you're doing. Just like when you go to any other city and invest, get you a hell of a good team. Most people don't want to pay for my team, but the stuff that we come with, you're gonna have to pay for. And my construction team is like journeyman. Journeymen cost bread. They know that code. I ain't got to go over there and babysit them. And if that's what you're looking for, now if you want a contractor that you got to pick up, drop off, buy them lunch every Friday, deal with them getting in and out of jail every other week, baby mama stuff, like, okay, then you're gonna pay a cheaper price, and your project gonna take 17 years to finish because you're dealing with all this mess. So I'm just saying, like, you get what you pay for in construction. Real estate, you know, getting your hair done, like it's all the same. So I just say all that to say, despite all that, Detroit is a beautiful city. It's more than what they show on TV. Like, we got some of the most brick houses in the country. We have our own water source. Our water supplies, what's the company? Secure Water and all these other places. We got our own oil refineries. Like, Detroit is a dope ass city. You just have to know how to maneuver through here, you know, and you got to let us do our job, and you got to trust us just as much as we got to trust you. But, you know, unfortunately, there are, you know, some bad apples in the bunch. I mean, that happens too.
Yes, ma'am. And I wrote a book a few years ago called Detroit Real Estate Handbook, and I touched on, I touched on a lot of those things about, you know, the things that you need to do when you're investing in Detroit real estate, because people don't understand that it's a different ball game. And that's really what, you know, Asia's trying to tell us right now, is that, you know, it's different here, but it's great, fantastic opportunities. Detroit is a beautiful city. Downtown is thriving, hopping right now. You know, and it's spreading out throughout.
Do you remember when you had to take the bus? Remember how Cadillac Square used to look and how it look now?
Right. Oh my God. Yes.
Complete difference.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a complete 180. I mean, it's so beautiful. You know, we encourage you to invest in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Get with Miss Denson here, Asia Denson. Denson Construction Services. Check out our YouTube page. Subscribe. Get with her. I'm Coach Anthony Legins. This is How to Buy the Hood, and we out.